this video. So it's the 2.0 version, and this rubber band you see here is, I believe, a 20 millimeter rubber band, and things move really fast. I'll just slow down to explain. So you're gonna get the rubber band into that little tab there. You're gonna keep the tension on that. Now he does a double wrap here. I don't think that's necessary. What I actually do is I use a single loop without looping it back, but I use 2 rubber bands of 20 millimeters instead. Attach it to that bottom thing, clip it through the trigger, lube it if you would like. You're gonna yank it all the way back, slide it through the slot. Actually, don't do what he did. You're gonna gently let it go in, like soften the blow or it might break something. Again with the lube, and then there's the trigger guard, or whatever you'd like to call it. The trigger, the thing that makes the trigger like easier to press, less fatigue on your fingers. Snap that on, as shown. At the back piece, there's a little 2 nubs. You're gonna vertically insert it, and then you're gonna fit it through here. There's that long tab, and then there's that. You're going to insert it. If it does not fit, what I did was sand it down, add some lubrication, twist, twist, twist. Eventually it will fit like that. Make sure those 2 points are actually aligned or it will not fit later in the process. Gently knock the back in. So push it in. There will be just enough space for you to push it far enough to lock the front down. Be careful to slowly increment your pressure, otherwise you might break your parts. Okay, you're going to insert your filament in there. Make sure it's flush on both sides. Now, you can use whatever material you like. However, I did opt for using, I believe, nylon because, just for the extra security, and I also had nylon laying around. Okay, now here's where you insert the bolt. Now, here's what I did. Actually, it was really hard to screw it in, and I was going to wring the screw out. So instead, what I did was I drilled a hole that was I drilled a hole in the little knob itself that was bigger than the screw, so it can freely rotate. However, I did not modify the slide. So just drill a hole through the knob, and then screw the knob into the slide, and then the knob should freely rotate. Oh, whoopsie. Okay, now you're gonna use a, it says to use a 2.8 millimeter rubber band. However, I think, well, you just experiment with what works. Yep, you're gonna put it in, and then once it comes out in this orientation, you're gonna tension it out to the side like this, and then you're gonna feed it through here while maintaining pressure. It's very important. You're gonna insert it, and if you want, you can use tweezers, but I feel like it might damage the rubber band. You're gonna put it on. I chose the second notch, I believe, just for the extra tension. Make sure you fit it in the slots so it doesn't jam up. Put on the cap the right way. If it doesn't work, look, there is a specific way you have to put it. Filament again, cut off. You've got a working magazine. You can do the spring, which I do not recommend. I do not recommend the spring. You're going to insert your discs. Upside down will let it fly farther and more consistent. Right side up will actually make it fly a bit worse. And there you go. You are done assembling your Tec-9 dish shooter.